me now, because right now, me and my wife, we are trying to relocate ourselves to the capital city of Namibia, and we've been thinking of other stream of income that we can able to create apart from the university that we want to start. And now, as we're talking, I'm looking at the traditional food that are very rare in the capital city now. So I'm thinking to myself that if I able to understand and master the capital, and how many young people that have migrated there and they are still in need of traditional food, I can able to create a space for myself there, of which I can start, importing this local food to the city, because I know for sure most of our people here in Namibia, I can say they are very lazy when it comes to
everybody is lazy. That's why we pay other people to do the work we don't want to do. So let me quickly just welcome those just joining on the other live stream. So I just finished teaching a class on key 23, success keys to unlock success. I've been teaching 30 keys to unlock success in my academy, Toyin Umesi Video Academy, and now I'm just in the discussion social media discussion phase. We have Instagram going, Clubhouse, and LinkedIn. So you're welcome, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Thank you for joining. Let me know where you're joining from and where you're watching me from. And I just got done teaching this concept that money flows in the direction of value. And I explained all of that, but now I'm just in the discussion. Because once you understand what I just Matthias here on Clubhouse is joining me and explaining what it ignited for him, is that once you understand this principle and this principle that money flows in the direction of value, as an entrepreneur, your job is always to do what? Create value, hold value, right? Store value. And value, like I thought, is that it's the concept of desirability. What humans want is really what hold value. If people don't want it, it has zero value. No matter what you say. If through the lens, if you don't value it, you're not going to pay for it, you're not going to acquire it, you're not going to desire it. So what humans desire is what determines value. And value is a story we all share and we all believe. It's a story, guys. It's a story. So I've explained the complex side of it, monetary terms, all of those things, the history of money, the history of value, how it all comes together, and you as an entrepreneur, what you need to do. All the replays of my training classes, they're available at toyinumesiwi.academy. So again, thank you to those joining. And really, I just want to see and hear what's on people's minds. So go ahead, Matthias. So what you're saying is that just listening to that short explanation is making you think broadly about what else you can do when it comes to food in the capital city, correct?
Yes, because I'm now thinking in terms of getting the guys that are very good in developing apps that people can now start installing into their phones in the city to order local food from the villages, cook food, so that they can prepare it for themselves. So I thank you very much for teaching me this. It's just you just open up my mind to really go out of my comfort zone and just think about it more.
Absolutely. And you need to grab a copy of my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur, where I also explain to people, right? Many people are approaching entrepreneurship. So members of my academy have a free copy, soft copy. In fact, I just mailed some to other members, but non-members can access it directly on Amazon, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, you're thinking of entrepreneurship, you need to grab that book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur, because I explained this concept. Everybody says, oh, money, 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 money. Okay? Is it not money, 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 right? But what I have studied is go on, Matthias.
I'm on your website here and I'm just trying to create my profile on your website.
Okay.
So that I can and see what I can get from your website.
No problem. And if you have any question, you can reach out to the team on there, and definitely we can direct you to the right space. Okay. So part of awesome. Part of mindset of an entrepreneur is really understanding. Okay, everybody wants money. Oh, right? Is that not what everybody wants? Matthias, is that not what everybody's looking for? Money, money, money. But what I have studied,
everybody.
Everybody. But listen,
Everybody.
I always say,
Everybody.
I always say, life doesn't give you what you wish for. You can wish it, right? It doesn't. I'm telling you the secret. It's not wishing for money that brings money. It is. This is the secret that I just taught, right? Is that life doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you who you are, your substance, your value, who you are, your skills, your knowledge base, what you've created, tangible, intangible. How people perceive you is what would determine how people want to do business with you. And if you're not in the business of trading, exchanging of value, anybody that is not creating value will depend on people who do. That's why people get a job. Trust me, the job, the people that employ you, the only reason that they can pay your salary is because they are in this business of creating value. They're selling something, they're producing something, services and products, and they are delivering value. That's the only way they can afford to employ you. So this is the principle of life. You want a livelihood, you want money, either you contribute to an employer that is in the business that I'm talking about of creating value, because they create value, and the money, out of the money that flows into that company, is why they can pay you. That's why they can afford to pay you. If there is no money, that's why they let people go. That's not what I'm talking about today, but these are the principles. This is a principle of life. So the day you say you want to become an entrepreneur and you abuse this principle, people suffer, guys. People suffer because they don't understand that your job is to create value first. You have to create something that people value, and they value it enough. In my show last week, my TV show for entrepreneurs, I also thought about increasing value. When I say all these things, when I'm teaching all these things, when I'm showing up and guiding people, listen, everything adds up. If you abuse these principles, you can't build the life of your dreams, right? Remember, if you have a job today, if somebody is sending you money every week, every 2 weeks, every month into your bank account, if you have an employer paying your salary, the only reason they can continue to do that and sustain that is because they are creating value in the marketplace. They've identified a space, right? They're creating intangible and intangible form, something that the world needs enough, that the world is trading in exchange for what they've created for money. And part of the money that flows into that company, they pay you some, they pay their investors some, on and on and on. The day you now say you want to become an entrepreneur and you don't understand what I just shared, people go round and round and round and round and round and round for years looking for money. They don't know that money is looking for value. Do you get me? Money is looking for value. Money is not looking for you if you don't have, right? If you have limited value, limited money. That's why, guys, those who do this thing really well, they invest time, energy, resources to make sure that what they create is very powerful, very important, very desirable. They always engineer desire, right? Look at the companies around you. The companies why? Because they understand this principle that desirability of their product and services is what allows people to move in their direction. I talk about your magnetic message. So in my academy, the 10-week accelerator, right, program is teaching you how to start with you mindset, understand your brand, right? Because it's the perception of value of whatever you're creating will determine who wants to deal and do business with you. And your job is to understand when I talk about market insights, market research, on and on and on, like the entrepreneur's workbook that has over 30 questions every entrepreneur must have answers to. It's your market research workbook. The whole concept of market research is understanding that who are you creating value for? And not just what you think value is, it's actually their own value orientation. Because I've given this example, I'll just share a few things. Those who are my academy members, they already understand these things. Is that, when they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay, is that value is a concept, and the person, the carrier, determines, right, their frame of reference, their frame of mind, their belief system, whether it's limiting belief, on and on and on, shapes what they think is valuable. I've shared before that successful people, time is a premium to them. Time is a premium to them. But there's another value system that time is like to be wasted, scrolling social media, you see, oh, I'm here, I'm there, right? Successful people don't have time to waste. They multiply time. Okay, they buy time. They will employ other people's time. They will ask you to bring your hours to help move their own mission forward. They will invest in expert knowledge. They invest in knowledge because they consider knowledge to be valuable, right? Because knowledge stores value. Knowledge. If you know something that people don't know and they will desire to know, they will pay you to know it. I hope you understand that Harvard, all the education system, including my academy, functions that way. And my network, my international trade network, is that if you gather knowledge, the world of books is the same. That's why we buy books. Somebody knows something you wish to know. That knowledge is perceived as valuable. What Bill Gates knows is valuable to the world. If he writes a book, you will buy the book. Right? Autobiography, the story of somebody's life. If they write their biography, their life, their journey, their story, what they've learned, they package it, they put it together. Their perception, their view on life. If you value that person's life's journey, you will go and buy the book. Same, my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur. If I tell you that I've unlocked the philosophical understanding that will help you achieve business growth and success, if you believe me, you will go to Amazon, you buy my book, or join my academy and acquire it for free. Okay, so knowledge holds value, money holds value, time holds value, but not everybody values time. Not everybody, guys. Not everybody values time because their belief system and their value system is shaped by something else. There are some people that the only thing that has shaped their value system is when we talk about consumerism. I've talked about this. The only thing they see as valuable, more food, more clothing, more shelter. Remember, hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is that consumerism has done incredible damage to certain groups of people, that the only thing they see as valuable and the only thing their money flows into, shoes, bag, consumer products. But remember what I shared yesterday is that those things, never mistake them as helping you to create value or store value. Maybe your bag stores value, a little bit of value, as they've told you. But remember, they even tell you if you buy a car, the moment you are driving it out of the lot, it loses value immediately. They've told you these things. But what actually holds more value and value increases over time? That's what most people do not invest in. And that is what people who are on their journey of success must invest in. If you want to achieve more success, you've got to invest in your mind, in your skills. You have to develop, you have to increase skills, you have to increase in knowledge. This is why the most successful people in the world, they read more books. They read more books than an average person. And the least successful people will not read. Listen, you can tell them all the books. They will not read that book. Because they don't value what's inside the book enough. Even if you gift them the book, open it and read. No, it will stack up. It's a value system. Meanwhile, those who are on their journey hungry for more success, listen, they read. Guys, knowledge holds value because the more you know, the more you can do. The more you know, the more you can do. The more you know, the more you can do in this world. The more you can do, the more the value you can create. The more the value you can create, the more money that will pursue you. That's the equation. The more you know, the more you understand, the more you can do. The more skills you develop over time through repetition and practice, the more you can create. The more you can create, the more value you can hold. The more value you have, the more money you can collect. That's how it works. So as an entrepreneur, your full-time job is to be searching and asking this question: what do people need? What do people want? What do people value? That is your full-time job. Because if consumerism is depleting you of your own value, you are sending money. Again, money, your money is flowing into what you value. Your money, your own personal money, flows in the direction of value. You like that phone, you will give it your money. You like that house, you will give it your money. You like the car, you like the dress. That's how money flows. What you want, what you need, what you desire, you will give it your money. That's the way the whole world works. We put our money where its value is. And Bible even talks about where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. And your heart, your money is tied to your heart. Okay, I'm trying to be funny, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the discussion part. If there's more questions, reactions, just come up stage. But other than that, the class, courses, programs, they're in my academy, Toyin Umesibi Academy. Listen, I'm equipping people with the knowledge, skills, capacity they need to build their own economy, because this is how it works. The moment you build a legacy system, you build the operational excellence, the right structure. I don't mean, listen, there are different ways people are trying to do this thing. If the business only operates on you, it will run you to the ground. Okay? If your business operates on you only, listen, people are soft. That's why you say work on your business, not inside, because that it will, right? That's another story. So what I teach is more of a legacy business that holds value, that you build assets. Your business needs to have assets that you can sell, you can listen, these are the advanced stuff, right? These are the advanced stuff, because I see people doing all different things out there. So the 10-week accelerator transformation, it's a transformational program where we start with mindset and we go each week into programs, right? 21 hours of 40 course segments. Listen, when you're done, you acquire the skills, mindset, you understand the systems you need to build right, to build value. In fact, I always say, make sure you're building equity into your brand. Brand lasts, product and services do not. That's another concept in my academy. Those who are my members, they already understand these things, because if you don't get it right, people spin around. You're chasing money instead of money to be chasing you. You're chasing money instead of money chasing you. Money goes and flows in the direction of value. Money flows in the direction of value. That's the concept. If you have value, if you have what people want, if you have what people need, listen, it will come to you. Don't you go to grocery stores to get your banana every week? Why? They have your banana. Don't you go to the gas station to get gas? They've got your gas. Don't you take your kids to school, private school? They've got your education for your kids. Money flows. People put money in what they value, and your job is to figure that out. What do people value that you can create? And part of the journey in my academy is also equipping you with the skills to market, which is the story, delivering your story, distribution, on and on and on, right? Sales skills, on and on and on, business model design, value proposition, all these technical concepts come into play. I've just laid a foundation from a philosophical standpoint so that you understand the journey you need to be on. And then the technical skills, they're available in my academy, in the library, and the 10-week accelerator. It includes 12 workbooks, 2 books, programs, courses. It's intense. There's also a newsletter. I write. I'm a prolific writer. Listen, I write all this, like this discussion. You're going to see it also in my academy as an article. I'm going to write some more. I'm going to tell you everything I just told you plus more. I give assignments. I give workbooks. Why? Because you've got to develop the skill. Listening to me is not equal to skill development. This is a mistake. You can be online listening to all kinds of amazing things. You may feel brilliant, right? But if you don't do the work that I get my members and students to do, you won't develop skill. Skill is a function of capacity, right? People know, and I've shared before, we're moving into the world now where it's not just about knowledge, it's what you can do with the collective knowledge, okay? Skill develops over time, and the best results belongs to the masters. So thank you to those who joined. There's so much more. The article that supports this will be available in my academy, Toyin Umesi Video Academy. You need to check it out. It's a place for business growth and success. And that's really what I offer. That's my value, right? Experience working for Fortune 1. I serve on the board of $1 billion. I have my own experiences. I manage how many? At least 8 brands. I'm an author, TV host, right? I host ambassadors. I do my own stuff. And I teach what I do. Why do I dedicate myself to creating platforms of value, connecting people, educating people? That's my own contribution to the world. And those who want it, you will come. And please bring your money. Bring your money. Let it flow, guys. Okay. Take care. God bless.